Oh, I'm still over here jamming. What up, everybody?
What up?
Tell me, where you at?
Why do I keep Mike on?
A little rusty, baby. She came back from the Bahamas, baby. She don't know what to do.
I don't.
She don't know what to do with herself.
I'm still on my trip, y'all.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay. She over here like, oh, how you work this stuff?
How you work this again? Where's my assistant?
Look.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. So welcome to Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 10, which is Love is Up in the Air review. We are a cast member short. Y'all pray for Jolie. Maybe she'll come in a little bit later, but the show must go on. Okay, you guys? Not for nothing. How are you guys doing thus far?
Good. Everything's been good.
Right.
You know Tim. Anyway, brother, how you doing?
Having fun in the sun.
Yeah, baby. Okay.
Incredible people, incredible place. I went to Bimini, Bahamas. It was a carnival cruise, you guys. It was amazing food. I mean, just the disconnect from the world.
There you go.
There you go. Highly recommend.
Right. Absolutely.
That water looks so blue.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it was cold. It was so cold.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Wow.
Funny thing you say that. We went to Destin some years back. That was our first time going to Destin like 6 years ago. And you know how Facebook reminds you of stuff. So I noticed it, and it was freezing. It was freezing. We went back though. I want to say 3 years ago. It was in a smack dab in the middle of summer. It was around my birthday. It was around in June. It was awesome. It felt
yeah.
So I believe that. Let's see who's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Sissy Boo. She says, "Hey, my sister." That's my sister, y'all. My sister-in-law.
Hey.
Anywho, okay. So, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. It's gonna be a packed, feel nice. So you guys grab something to drink. What y'all drinking on? No, y'all are hard.
I got a little Pepsi.
Oh, okay. I got apple juice.
I need to be drinking on something.
This is the best apple juice ever.
That is the best apple juice. That's the best apple juice.
It is so good.
You sure it's just apple juice? You sure it's not mixed with a little something?
No, I promise you, it's not. This is the best.
There you go.
It's Martinelli's gold
best apple juice
metal.
Nice.
100% apple juice. And it's little, it's good.
That's what's up.
So yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. It was a very interesting night. What couple y'all want to start with? Well, I guess. So for those that aren't familiar with the cast, let's do a roll call, okay? So we have, Mac, McKinley, and Dominique, who are no longer on the show because they decided to get a divorce, per Dominique trifling behind. Then we have Aris and Jasmine, Aris with his trifling behind. Then we have Shaquille and Kirsten with her trifling behind. We have Chris and Nicole. They're beautiful. All right. Then we have Clint and Gina. We still trying to figure out why they're there, but they're there. And then that's the cast, you guys. So I don't know if y'all want to start with the show first, being Aries and Jasmine, or do y'all just want to get the couple?
I think we need to start off a little simmer. Let's start with Clint and Gina.
Okay, Clint and Gina. Okay. All right, so let me roll this beautiful bean clip, and we'll come right back.
Share with each other things that were difficult for you in life and how you managed to overcome them.
For sure, like childhood was pretty difficult for me. Like my mom and dad were divorced at a young age. We moved around a lot. So I had to do a lot of therapy to try to work through like that. But I really think the way that I've overcome most adversity is just like a mind shift.
Yeah.
Like a mindset shift. And also know at the end of the day that no matter what you come from, you're not necessarily a product of an environment. What about you?
Oh, man. So, I got a girl pregnant, and she had a miscarriage, unfortunately, after a couple of weeks, and it tore me up. because I was super excited to like have a kid, and we didn't plan on it. We had the conversation, like, was she gonna keep it? Did she not want to? Like, ultimately it was her decision, but I wanted her to have it. Like, I will be always present in the kid's life. I'll be the financial supporter, like, regardless of what happens to us. Like, I was fully committed. And she ended up having a miscarriage. It wasn't either of our fault. But I literally was getting full body rashes because I was so nervous. And I've never had physical symptoms to an emotional, like that was my response, was a physical response to an emotional situation, so.
It is super sad that he had such an emotional and physical response to his ex-girlfriend in the miscarriage. And it's important, I think, to share those types of vulnerable moments with someone when you're trying to really build a relationship. It definitely makes me feel a little bit closer that he can trust in me and share those types of things.
Oh, child, please. It's giving. All right, so Clint shares a intimate moment with Gina. What is it giving?
It's giving. She didn't go deep enough for me.
Me too, right?
It's giving. You're a product of a divorced family, girl. That's 95% of people in this United States of America, child.
I was just about to say.
I think I'm just being real.
Not balls of the cast. Oh
my mother was single, and I didn't need therapy from it, and I have two fathers. So see, I'm just saying.
Welcome to the Black community.
Yeah, welcome to the Black community. You are officially Black.
Thank you.
Not negating your feelings, sis, but I'm just saying he went deeper than deep. He didn't have to share that with you. Right. And the fact that you just like,
she wasn't ready, sis. She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
And that's a lot for a man.
It is.
That is a lot. Going through infertility, my husband, we really barely even talk about it. His pain from our losses. So that's a lot for him to speak on, and for her just to be kind of like, oh, that was
right.
So, you know.
So Brenda says, this is my first time ever seeing the show. Oh, maybe we inspired that. But I like how Clint opened up to share something so deep.
Absolutely. It was beautiful.
It was
a beautiful moment. And that made me look at him different. I was
right.
Like, wow,
yes.
Okay. So he's not
really trying.
Yeah, he's really trying. That's why even with him trying to tell her, no, let's move together. He's like, I don't like you just as much as you don't like me, child. But let's figure this out. Let's work this out. I really appreciate Clint in this moment. And it made me look at her like, girl.
You need to step your game up.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely.
She's really guarded. And I wish she would have opened up to why she's so guarded. And so I don't want to let people in, but I guess maybe it's not the time. But I thought that was the perfect time.
I mean, that was the whole point of the exercise, to go deep.
Right, exactly.
And so she just basically said, well, you know, because I'm a product of being divorced, I'm closed off.
I mean, now I will say this though. Now
she was molested or something, child.
Right.
But I mean, think about it. She did say she moved around a lot. So I mean, who's to say what could have transpired during the times that she actually moved from place to place? You know, like we really don't know.
Right. Well, we never will. We never
open up some more.
At this rate, we never will at this rate because she's just so surface.
Right.
Yes, very surface.
And it's like, okay, but
we talk about that salon and she's deep.
Right.
Oh my
God. Tax returns and everything.
Yeah, to see her in her element, I was like, I get it. But like he said, you need to not work so hard. You need to play sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really liked how they went on the boat together. And they shared
Oh my gosh, that was so cute. I really liked how she really opened up and explored something that he wanted to do.
Yes.
Like she said, I love selling. I see why he liked it. You see what you can do when you open your mind up to other things.
That's growth.
So Brenda says, I agree, Tamara. She was still closed off. I was hoping she shared more after hearing his story. Yeah, because I would have chimed back in and said, wow, that was deep. Well, since we're going deep, let me go a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? Something, but she's like, okay, we're gonna leave that there. Good for you.
Yeah.
Success. Yeah. It's just like
that's your hurt, not mine. But I can get on the boat with you.
Right. And so that was very, very interesting. Now, as we slide on over, let's check out this next clip, which was very interesting.
You know, and honestly, I just wanted to let you know, like, I was asked the question, like, of appearance and things like that. You know, one of the things I did say that I wanted to make sure, like, I told you because I don't want you to, like, see anything later and get upset about it. But, you know, they asked appearance-wise, I said beautiful smile, beautiful face, beautiful eyes. But I did say, like, little thicker than I normally go for, but not in a bad way.
I mean, on wedding day, I definitely, you know, I was very attracted to her. I thought she was very beautiful. But typically, you know, she's a little thicker than I normally go for, but not in a bad way.
And for me, like, thick is like athletic. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's sexy, you know. And it's like, there was no way trying to upset or anything. I was just being honest in the moment. And I know, like, later on, even, like, you referred to yourself as a little bit thicker, but
it's different.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, I mean, it is a little jarring to hear, you know, your husband say something that could be perceived as somewhat insulting. I do call myself a thicker girl, but
it's different. I know.
It's girls can say whatever they want. It's very different to hear someone else say it. I'm definitely taken aback a little bit. It's not something I expected to hear my husband say that he has said about me. I have full-blown body dysmorphia. It is something I've been dealing with for years. I'm from New York, a large city surrounded by fitness influencers. So naturally, I started to compare myself against all of them. And that's something that I have been working on. So I'm a little shocked. I don't have to hide my roles as we have this conversation about you.
It's giving. All right. So, case of the roles.
I'm ready to take up on my boy.
Hawaiian rolls.
I mean, go ahead, because I would agree with you. He told you.
So, I mean, I feel like, though, now keep in mind, prior to this scene, you know, they had just had a scene where they pretty much had like date night or what have you. And, you know, they spoke about love, who was going to be the first person to pretty much say they love whom first. So I feel like that was a segue going into this segment. I say that because you have to understand that when you are in a marriage, sometimes you have to go deep, and sometimes you have to have those uncomfortable talks with one another. And so in order for each other to gain one's love, something like that had to be said. So to me, that was almost like a test to see exactly how she was going to take what he was actually stating to her. I'm glad that he got it out now as opposed to later, because again, that just shows how much he's in it to win it. So yeah, what was that a difficult topic to discuss? Of course it was. But look, this is someone who I'm stating I'm going to be with for the duration of my life. So whether the conversation had been had now or later, it was going to be tough no matter what. And I value the fact that he said it sooner as opposed to later. Now, again, it was touchy. It really was. I mean, come on now. I know that's not, no female wants to hear that. However, he was still being honest. And honesty is always the best policy. And if I were her, I would feel like that's where the love is gradually coming in, because he's being open and honest. I'd rather for it to be said then than for her to find out later on down the line.
I agree.
Oh, brother, that was well said. That was absolutely well said. And I mean, what do you say after that? But I will say that I commend him, because as we know, he's always the guy that's kind of like quote unquote pushover. So he even went deep in this moment, if you ask me. He went deep because he didn't allow somebody else to come in and see. I'm big on that. Like me, like my thing is this: do not leave me unprotected. protect me by giving me the honest truth. And I went through that, you guys, to be transparent. I had a moment within my marriage to where I was discarded. You know, I wasn't guarded. Some information came to me and I wasn't aware of it. And it kind of de-armed me because I want to be the one to be like, oh yeah, I'm good. You know, so I knew that, whatever, you know.
Exactly.
But when it comes to you off guard, it does give you a sense of like, well, wait a minute, why don't I know this? You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
So for him to do that, and I got chills. It shows a sense of respect that he has for her, value that he has for her, and people getting misconstrued. That whole baby boy scene, I lie to you because I love you. Now there's some ghetto, little boy, baby boy type of stuff. Because no, if you love me, you're honest with me, and you know that my strength, you know that I'm strong enough to handle the truth. And if I'm not, you should be willing enough to give me the patience to be able to process the truth. And so to give him, to hear him say, look, this was, and he didn't even have to share that. This was something that was commentary that they probably never would have released.
Exactly.
I don't remember seeing that earlier on.
I don't either.
But you could tell it was on his conscience, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So when something like that is on your conscience, and this is someone that you are, you know, you're wanting to love, you see yourself loving this individual in the near future, you want to get it out. You
do. You don't want to leave them with anything. Like I say, I kind of over inform with my husband. I usually because I don't want nobody
tell you about me.
And nobody. I sure was. I did that. Now somebody tell you this, they'll lie. I did this. I did I'm very upfront because I don't want to leave you unprotected. I want all areas crossed. So if you get in a situation, you are made aware. Brenda says that's right. Don't allow someone to be able to come and tell me something that you should have told me. She also says he's building a foundation built on truth.
There you go. Exactly.
And more than truth, trust. Because he is showing that you can trust me, and knowing that I will come to you and tell you the truth. Instead of you finding out from friends, production crews, and whatever have you, you can trust in me. And when you give me your heart, that I'm going to be honest and open with you, even if I've done something wrong, to come to you and tell you the truth instead of you catching me or finding out. That was major. I feel like he's really building a marriage, and really building that foundation. I mean, he laying that cement thick.
There you go. Exactly.
I love it.
I absolutely love it. This is the true foundation of marriage.
Trust.
Building each other up, even confronting the insecurity that she has in her body. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just her even saying how, I grew up in New York and building up around bodybuilders, and that made me feel he can even help her work through those insecurities. And that's what I'm saying. And what he said, honestly, was so innocent. You're a little bit thicker than what he didn't say. She was fat. He didn't say that she was rolls was pouring over. Baby, let me tell you something. If you're not from Texas, thick is a compliment.
Baby, I'm getting
sexy.
Say it to the ones all the way in the back. I don't think they heard.
Say it again. So hold on. Let me say it again, sis.
Thick is confident. It is sexy. Thick is a stallion. If you're not from the South, thick is sexy. Thick is you're eating well. You're wealthy. We contribute thickness to wealth in the South.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so sis, you hold on to your thickness, honey. You wear that very proudly because it's a badge of honor. And no one should ever make you feel like you have to compete with anybody. I don't care what state you in. You love the skin you in.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that made me feel. I mean, I looked at them. I said, "Gosh, they already been intimate. They're progressing.
They are
further than any other. It is." And I just look at them. I didn't expect it, but I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like that's amazing." Now,
they're exemplifying the true definition of a marriage.
Absolutely. Now, what's interesting is this next clip. Check this out, you guys.
I'm just hoping and waiting for his freaking work schedule to go back to normal so that we can come home at night and actually have that quality time with each other.
Definitely be firm with that because it's so important. He's going to have to make time. Like, consider it a second job. Marriage is his second job, and he may be drained, but he's going to have to make time for you.
I tried to wait up for him last night, but I fell asleep.
All his days are that long?
Yeah, because he's hosting these late night events on campus for the students. So I'm like asleep when he gets here.
Oh, girl.
I'm being as patient and understanding and supportive as I can. But for me, I just want to make for sure that I am a priority in his life and not, slipping through the cracks. It's very important right now that he and I spend time getting to know each other. Because that's the only way that you will have that emotional connection is if you're carving out time and being intentional with each other.
Oh, please. It's giving.
This is happy. It's like when you spill milk on the floor and you fall in it.
Come on now.
It's milk on the floor. My whole thing is, if he's working that much, sis, make him a lunch and bring it to him.
Ooh.
It's a two-way street. Why do you feel like it's just you? It's about you, him coming home to you. You are a wife. You're not a girlfriend, sis. You have to also make, hey, babe, do you need me to DoorDash you? Are you okay? Hey, can I come up there and meet your kids? Can I be of service to you? Can I just come watch you work? He works at a college. It's open.
That's
Go
it.
up there.
He interactive. She irritated me. I'm not gonna lie. Because this is the compromise about marriage, baby. It's gonna be long nights. Yeah, baby. Oh, where you work? Like you said, college. I'll be up there interacting with the boys. Hey, baby.
They'll know me.
Do you need me to help out with anything? Have you guys eaten yet? I'm gonna order some Chick-fil-A or whatever, and I'm gonna come up there and bring it. You make yourself in his space. I guarantee you, he'll be like, "Wow, don't just sit there. You ain't gotta sit home. And if you do sit home, baby, when he come home, make sure some dinner is prepared for him. Don't go to sleep. Wait up for him. Girl, look, okay.
She giving nothing but excuses.
I'm just like me, like.
I'm getting upset.
That's why I say you're spilling milk and you're falling in it. You're getting
right,
excuses.
exactly.
It's like I'm not understanding that. And then the simple fact that you didn't even know this man skipped a whole job for you.
Come on. For you.
You sitting up here complaining about him.
But you see, it's almost like she kind of stopped dead in her tracks too when she heard that, when she found that out.
A-hole.
Right, exactly.
You see the guys, he's actually speaking life into these boys. That would be so encouraging to me. I would be like, yes, baby, go. If that's what you're staying up late to do,
come on.
Deuces. I got you when you got home. He ain't at the club. He ain't doing nothing crazy. He ain't got a job where there's females around and stuff. He's educated. Look, child.
Young black men.
He's doing exactly what needs to be done in our environment.
Young black men. He's trying to make these young black men successful. Keep a head on their shoulders. Keep them out the streets. Done in the culture. What are you talking about? Oh, he needs to. It's not. Stop giving me princess vibes.
Thank you.
It's not always about you. It's not about you, sis. You are a wife. You have to hold the household down. You need to make sure his food. Do you need lunch tomorrow? I got your dinner. I'm gonna stay up for you. I'll turn that shower on for you. What do you need? Because I see you working long hours, and I need to be a better support system to you.
And I think that's where her issue is. I think the silence is piercing for her because she has to be at home and she has to be with herself. And what's going through her mind is it's all these different issues and stuff that she has with herself. So she wants him there. Baby, you go to him. I'm not gonna wait on him. Babe, hey, is there any way I can come up there and visit you at work? I want to see how you are in the midst of the voice. Is that okay? Or is this just a guy thing? If so, okay.
And this speaks the truth about the conversation we had last week about telling other people your issues and their reaction. Because that lady not one time said, well, Kristen, are you going up there and bringing him lunch? Are you doing anything?
Exactly.
She said, he needs to make you a priority.
Which is, look, okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. And Brenda says, you have to watch this show now. I got to catch it. It's good, girl. And the way you know why we're going to bring it to you, okay? But
like it's nobody's business.
She is right. Because we make time for what's important. But baby girl, you have to understand the process. You just came in. You just got here, sis.
Right, exactly.
So you can't expect for him to keep conforming to your reality. This is his reality. He already stopped a job opportunity, and now you want to say, oh, well, you didn't have to do that if you want to do it. Go back. It's too late. It's too late. So now that he made this choice, you need to be a better individual to him. You need to, and when they did the game, when they were opening up and stuff like that, and he was just opening up and talking about his insecurity with his scar. And I ain't gonna lie, I just noticed that scar. But see, I like that. That stuff is sexy to me. Those are war rooms. You know, like my husband, he got a little scar on his eyebrow because when he was little, he had a sheet over his head and ran into the wall. That's me here and there. I think it's sexy. It gives you character, it gives your face character. And it makes me go back to immediately when she first saw him. She was like, oh, he has a bald head. I'm not attracted to that. I just can only imagine how that played into his insecurity, especially having a big old scar on his head. And I liked her saying, first off, I thought she was beautiful. I thought she was educated, which she is, but it's a saying, and y'all know where I'm going to go. It's a saying that you can be so book smart, but
not have no common sense.
No common sense.
You got no common sense.
Like, girl, do you know? And see, that's the thing, but she hasn't had many flourishing relationships either.
Right.
To where, because see, when I was dating with a purpose. Period. And a lot of my goodness went to the wrong men. However, I learned some things in the midst of those. So when I got my husband, I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, it's just kind of like, she just like, girl, like, that's just common sense. If my husband is staying out late, I'm gonna figure out what to make time with him. So we
at the end of the day.
Okay, this is a union. Or when he gets home, I'ma tap me on the shoulder, baby, cater to you. Hey, I'll roll over, baby. What we doing?
You can tell at the end of the day, it's just giving a hard reach. Like, for me, it just makes me question if she really wants this even more. Like, are you just looking for every little excuse so at the end of this cycle, you can actually say that you want to bow out, that you want to not be in this marriage? So I feel like every little thing she's looking for, she's looking for something wrong. I'm hoping that's not the case, but we're spectators, we're commentators, so we're on the outside looking in. That's just how I see it.
Yep. Brenda says, I have to go, but this has been good. I will be joining y'all more because I love this. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we're gonna bring it to you straight up, okay? Straight, no chaser. But yeah, she really irritated my soul this episode because this episode was all about going deep, and I feel like he Introduced the boys to her to show her, look, this is what I'm doing,
right?
And I mean, I'm just looking at him. I was amazed. I was proud. They ain't even got nothing to do with me. I'm just like, this is dope.
It's amazing.
Like, oh, girl, if that was my husband, baby, I'll be up there cute. Hey, guys.
And then this is the bigger thing, y'all. Y'all didn't even say this is the bigger thing. This guy turned down a job without even asking or talking to her about it. The first thing came to his mind was his wife.
Right. Come on.
I need to stay in Charlotte for my wife. It was more money. It was a better opportunity. But my path right now is to make sure I'm solidified in my marriage.
Can I go deeper, sis?
Go deeper.
Okay, so another reason why I feel like he brought those boys is because remember when they had a conversation, he mentioned how he came from a single family home. He mentioned how he was only brought up with his mother. He didn't have a father figure.
Wow.
I can attest to that as well. So what I had always wanted growing up, I always wanted a father figure to be able to show me things the right way. So when I got out into the world, I didn't feel like I was blinded. So what he basically exemplified in that moment amongst those boys is that 9 times out of 10, those boys probably came from single family homes. And what I'm doing right now, I'm doing what was never done to me, is that, and that is being a true mentor to these boys, because I know that it's going to change their lives and their outcome is going to be totally different from mine when I got out into the world.
Wow.
Such a turn on.
And for them to see him as a married man.
Yes,
come on,
to see him as a married man.
So in addition to what you said, sis, he really was. He was trying to exemplify a lot to her. And again, if she was in that right frame of mind, like we were stating, she would have captured every single moment of it.
Man,
which I don't think she did.
No, I don't think she did either. I'm willing and hoping to see the next episode. However, I will say this. That's the very thing that turned me on about my husband, that wanted me to have children, was seeing him with his son.
There you go. Exactly.
First time I ever met DJ, and we went to Nicaragua, and he was just so attentive, and still is to this day to all his kids. Like, if he's nothing more, he is a great dad. Is he perfect? No, but when he's dadding, and it's a beauty in that, because if we don't do nothing else in life, that's what we're best at. You know what I'm saying? We reflect our Heavenly Father by being parents, so what have you. Be it if it's not ours, because DJ's not mine. So let's not ever get it misconstrued. You don't have to bear life to life. Okay.
Exactly.
So I say that to see him do that, which was not my own seed. I knew one day, whenever I am able to produce life, he's going to be amazing. So for her to sit there and know, bump seeing, I wouldn't care. Just to know this is your second job, you doing this for, like, what you need, when you need me there, what we doing?
Exactly. Come on. What can I do to help you?
And even when they were sitting in front of him, she wasn't affectionate. She wasn't. It was like she was sitting there like, oh yeah, it's nice to meet the boy. Yeah, she asked him questions and stuff, but it wasn't like, that would have blown my mind. That would have made me fall so in love with him, because like Whitney said, men like that come a dime a dozen.
They do.
Come on.
Or they're like unicorns, should I say.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very rare. And then for him to do that to boys that are not even his own children, it's amazing. Blessings to that man. Blessings. Yes. Thank you so much for doing that.
And they hang on each limb. You can see they was just looking attentive.
And they want the best for that man. They want the best. That was so touching.
That was a beautiful moment.
It really was.
Now, last but certainly not least, as we end this show with some shit. Okay, so and we're gonna be back.
I just want to take this opportunity to kind of play Never Have I Ever, to just kind of like fill each other out and give me an opportunity to ask her some questions. Who knows? Maybe she'll shock me with some crazy stories. I'll learn something new about my life. All right. Never have I ever kissed a member of the same sex. Never kissed a girl before? Wow, bro. Try life again. Never have I had sex with other people watching me.
You've never had a threesome?
Nah, more like an orgy.
Okay.
Are you learning anything about Harrison this morning?
I learned a few things about him.
I told Jasmine that I have an orgy, where there's multiple people. Like, you might be with one person, and then you and this guy, like, switch females.
Wow.
And how many orgies have you been to?
I'm not trying to figure out how many orgies he's been to. I don't know. I'm fine not knowing that. I'm just drinking just because I need to.
Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
Oh, it's giving.
Woo! We are silent. What? What are you? Okay. First of all, it seems like it's giving me community D. That would be a hard pill to swallow. Everybody has a past, right? We don't judge people from what they do in the past.
Right.
The only reason why I say it'll be a hard pill to swallow if I was Jasmine is because he does not want to have sex with me. It's giving sexual addiction, sexual anonymous. You need to go sign up to a group and handle that, because it's like, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm gonna get a little what's the word? I'm gonna get a little
deep.
I'm gonna get a little body. I'm gonna tell you something about your body. I'm just gonna put it all the way out there.
Okay.
Men and women, if you constantly masturbate or do something touching yourself, when you do have sex, that sensitivity changes. You get more accustomed to the feeling of your fingers or whatever that you use, vibrators or whatever you're using to get your rocks off. So in this case, I think that he's adjusted to a little bit more different lifestyle than just one-on-one sex with a woman. I think he's a little freakier than we thought. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he's into a whole nother realm of stuff. That's why he can't have sex with Jasmine. It makes sense.
He's not just used to his hand. He's used to
15
multiple
different hands, men and women. Whether you want to say it or not, sir.
Yeah,
if
come on now.
You have sex. If a man, if somebody's watching, brother, come on now. If
you right.
Sex,
come on now.
And you in a room full of men and women, and man come over there, touch your butt, and you banging. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a little graphic, but I'm just saying.
But hey, but speak the truth. Shame the devil.
Juices and hands is everywhere.
I'll see. She gone.
And getting extra turned on.
No, so you gone too. Every single night, give a chance. I am a very trustworthy person. Jolie, I blame you. You done left me on this set with these two nutballs. Gotta wrap up the show. God, here. Look at him. No shame. No shame. Look at him.
The asses was in the air.
They in the air.
The ass
it's giving you like a little bit too much of what I can give you, sir.
Ass in the air featuring Aries.
Hello.
Ass in the air featuring Aries.
Can we get a copy 1 and 2, child? It's giving Litos off of 35. If y'all don't know, if y'all in Dallas, y'all know what Litos is. Google it.
Wait, she hit that.
You don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know. You don't need to know if you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
That's what it's giving. And that's why I said, Lifetime, please put her with, what's that guy I told y'all?
With Dominique's ex.
Mac.
Please put her with him. Please get her out of her misery.
Yeah.
She don't need no community D. He's a sex addict. And him and his cousin, they probably be in Litos too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got.
It is a little something strange about that relationship.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback on what you said, Tim. To be honest with you, me doing my documentary, you guys go check it out, When Time Stop. A therapist speaks about that. The thing is this, it's just like when you watch pornography. It's the same thing. When you are in that zone and you're pleasing yourself, and I can speak because I once was addicted to pornography. Y'all know me, very transparent or what have you.
Yes.
And in my younger days or whatever, I got my rocks off. So when a dude would try to come, like, baby, I already got it. I don't need you. Just be cute. It does something to your psyche.
It does.
It does something to your psyche. And, because you go as fast as you need yourself to go to, you go as slow. You do it all for yourself because you're pleasing yourself. But that's not how God created us, right?
Right.
So the thing is that I would agree with you. When me and Q actually first heard about this story, and you guys go check that episode out if you guys have not. We actually broke this story exclusively when we first found out about it over the weekend. And we dived deep on it.
Man.
And what I was talking about in that was the same thing. And it's funny that you tapped in on that, is that if you notice, he said he wanted to do this game because he's trying to see what all she's done.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He
said,
wait,
we need for him to say, you need to start your life over again because
she ain't kissed a girl.
Whoa, so you guys are basically trying to say he's slowly but surely wanting to introduce her to
Litos.
Ooh!
Check it out. No, brother, I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. Let you hear.
I just want to take this opportunity to kind of play Never Have I Ever, to just kind of like fill each other out and give me an opportunity to ask her some questions. Who knows? Maybe she'll shock me with some crazy stories. I'll learn something new about my life.
So basically, Oh wow.
That, so you know what?
That makes a lot of sense.
You trying to see her freak level. And the thing is that when you're married, and that's the reason why y'all know I'm gonna go spiritual, and although I wasn't a virgin, but that's the reason why you want to be a virgin, because you want to explore each other together.
Right,
you want to explore the ups and downs and know each other the way that when you've already had experience. And like I said, I'm not a virgin. So I came into my marriage expectation. Yeah. And I had to deaden all of that because this is a different man. His body's different. Everything's different. With him, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the thing is that when you have multiple people, that's a lot of people. And for him to act as if he didn't want to say a number, that's soul ties too. The reason why
I was just about to say that.
With Jasmine, it's because he's too busy still connected to Tasha, Tina, Lisa, Laura, and they are all in between him. And Christopher and Luther, whoever was, holding his balls.
With Devin in the corner.
Cut yourself off.
Okay.
Cut yourself off. She gone, y'all. She gone. She can't be saying all that. She can't be saying all that on her. No, but sis had a really good point. Those soul ties, those different energies, those different spirits coming in and out of your body. When I think of an orgy and I think of a room with people having sex, all I see is red eyes. That ain't nothing but the devil. And I'm just being dead honest. That lust, and it's just like, oh my God, I couldn't imagine. And then, like I said, for him to tell her, you need to start life over again because you have not kissed a girl. Well, I guess I need to start life over again too. I mean, how dare you?
That
just goes to show how he belittles her sexually in that moment.
But get this, y'all. You would think he's young. He's 39 years old. Did you know that? Y'all peep that? This is a grown old man. You older than me, nigga. I'm sorry. He pissed me off because to see her and she still was just Jasmine was just so sweet. She's just listening and taking it in and just, girl, I'll be like, this is what y'all gave me.
But on the inside, she mortified. She is mortified. Yeah, there's no way.
She is. I would, and like you said, Tim, we all have our past, but he's steady smearing it in her face.
Right, like, exactly.
When do you grow from that? I mean, because I done did some things, but
that's probably why he got COVID. See, he probably recently was he was probably recently in an orgy, and he ended up getting
Tim said you gone. I mean, that's how he caught COVID. He didn't get monkeypox.
Goodbye.
Oh damn.
Why y'all doing this tonight?
But he had a COVID orgy. He had a COVID orgy, a CO.
Let's act accordingly. I'm sorry, y'all. My hosts, they are acting a fool tonight. I'm the only one that's acting good. I guess because I'm just relaxed and I'm off of vacation. They acting a plum fool. But speaking the truth too.
At the same damn time.
Okay? And she was just so attentive to him, making him soup and stuff. I'm like,
but let's not remember, y'all said that they gonna get married, so we gonna see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but more and more, I feel like I don't think that she'll be able to handle everything that he's going to dish out. Like, and I think he of course that's why he's not sexually attracted. He knows, man, there's no way I can continue being with her for the long haul, knowing that she may not be able to give me everything that I want, and that everything includes extra people in their marriage.
Yeah.
Well, and I also said this in the video clip, you guys, and I want to bring it back when I say this because my point that I was trying to make when I was talking about pornography is that you're always trying to up that one experience. It's just like when you smoke, you always trying to get higher. So when you are engaging in porn and activity, you up it. So I bet he did do threesomes, but he needed more. So then he got into orgies, and then you gotta up the level. So for him to be having her, it's just kind of like, and now it kind of makes me look at his cousin differently. This is why she was saying it. You sure you ready for this? Like,
no, because she knows what type of lifestyle he's used to, and so, she'd be right there.
And probably right, get him, cousin. Go ahead, bust it down.
Go tag team.
But you said something earlier, sis. The fact that he is 39 and he is close to 40. Maybe, someone probably told him, whether it could have been his mother, someone
to settle down.
Someone that has coof could have actually told him, right, it's time for you, bruh, what you doing, that's not it no more. You almost 40. You about to enter a whole nother decade. It's time for you to start settling down.
No, I'm going to tell you what. Nobody said that. You better, what they said was, roll your little thing out. It's gonna start working, so you better get with a girl that's gonna love you.
I'm through.
Before that thing go wop wop.
I'm not for the play. Look at
that thing go wop wop.
Look at. Go, sis. Go.
Wop wop.
I'm just saying, how many men in the Black community really feel like, oh, my thing gonna start working? I gotta wear it out before it start working. Now I'm finna get with my wife.
Come on,
settle down, because she gonna have to deal with it. And I could just give some when I want to. She gonna have to take this little medium size
wop
gummy worm.
Yeah, I just and the whole sexist thing about it. Now, if this was Jasmine talking about she done did all the, well, I don't know, with him, he probably like that stuff. Yeah, you did that.
He'll probably be really turned on.
He'll be that too. Okay.
He'll be turned
on. Brenda says, yeah. That thing died.
Girl, it's dead.
She said it's dead.
DOA. It's
dead. It's giving dead.
Ain't like a little gummy worm. It's just
and see,
lukewarm.
I just, he's not cute like that. Like you're not, bro. Look at you.
It's giving.
Look at him. Look at
him. Jasmine, please.
Yeah, more. Yeah, there you go.
That's her husband.
They messed that one up.
They messed that one up. I'll be so mad at Lifetime. Cut me my check and get me off the show.
There goes Elmo. I love this.
Man.
He said just limp.
Girl, just limp. Just gone. It's just gone.
Just a wop wop.
That's the reason why he's not being intimate with that poor baby. It's just, for what? He like, girl, I done bust down 30 of you. What's your cuckoo gonna be any different than the thousands that I've had?
Dang.
It is nothing like making love to your wife or your husband, someone oh my God, I can't even.
It's very safe.
She ready to go now. Jump on something. No, Tim, come back, Tim, come back.
Y'all got 10 minutes.
We got 10 minutes. Okay. We got 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. You know me, baby. I might be down here already doing a little something. You already know
you are multitasking. She say she a multitasker. This holy girl, you better get you a little something. She say she multitasking.
Goodbye.
I was wondering what that little jiggle was about.
It's waist up, baby. I'm dressed.
Waist up.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right, he say it's time. It's time. Okay, but the show must go on. Y'all. Before we wrap the show, let's give our thoughts on these couples and relationships. Well, first but not least, they gone.
Yep.
So we already got them prayers answered. Oh, Miranda said, I love y'all. We love you.
We love you.
Love you too.
We love you
we
too.
Love you.
Okay, so we already know they out here. Okay, they gone. Okay, next up, what do we say about Clint and Gina?
I say yes.
I say yes too. I think we said no last time. I think I said no last time because they couldn't even move in with each other, but they're progressing rather interesting.
I still say no.
Okay, so Tim still says no.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna open up.
Okay, what about Chris and Nicole?
I think we're all in agreement on this one. This is a yes.
This is a yes. All right. And then
I say no still.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with sis on this one. I want to say no too.
And
as much as I want to say yes, it's hard.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, I say no too.
Oh, what about Jasmine and him?
Oh, I can see that. I can see that.
Be cute.
I can see that. But yeah, surprisingly, I say no for them. And I really think more so because she just, anyways. Last but certainly not least, Aries and Jasmine. What say you guys?
Heck to the no.
Yeah, that's a hard boiled egg no.
I've been saying no from jump.
I don't know. If I'm looking at the show, not off my feelings, she just, no shade, she'll push over to me. And I think she's like she said, I don't want to know how many it's been. I would, baby.
I think she gonna wait to embarrass him at the altar, child.
Oh, that can be the case.
Yeah, that's a.
She gonna be
I mean that would be good for her if she did.
I can't. So yeah, that I would have to agree. And it's unfortunate, but you guys, new episodes every Wednesday, 7 Central Standard Time, and you can stream the next day only on Lifetime Network, you guys, but you guys can catch us here every week. Mondays are our Ready to Love series, and then of course, is Married at First Sight. We're happy to have Tam Bam back in the building.
Yeah.
And Tam, you're gonna be hosting your new show is the next week?
Yes.
Can you tell us more information about this new show that you're gonna be hosting?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you guys, we did pick up a new show. It's the Real Housewives Girls Trip. If you haven't saw the advertising for it, it's gonna be explosive. It's gonna be crazy. It's got some of the best housewives on there, some of our faves. So with our personalities and the tea that they gonna dish, it's gonna be fire. So y'all better make sure y'all check it out.
Absolutely. And on that, we will be covering our trips. Majority of us went on trips these past weeks, and we've been waiting and holding all this juicy information about our trips. So y'all can correlate with what we're going to be bringing you guys, and also be looking out for Put a Ring on It. Okay, that's another show we're going to pick up. So we bring y'all content after content. All right, we don't know how to do nothing different, you guys. Thank y'all so very much. This has been Reality Rewind. But before we go, let's let everybody know where they can connect with us. Starting first with my boy Q.
Hey, you guys, if you guys want to know more about me, you can go to my Instagram page at I am Sir Q. That's I am SIRQUE. And let's get certified with Sir Q, baby.
Hey, you guys. Thanks, you guys, for watching tonight. I love my Reality Rewind fam. If you want to find me, you can catch me at I am the B.F.P on Instagram. I am the BFP on Facebook. And I have some new YouTube coming. So you guys keep a lookout.
And you guys, last but certainly not least, it's your girl Whitney D. You can find me on YouTube at Whitney D TV or IG at Whitney D_TV or on TikTok at Whitney D TV or here on Facebook at Whitney Davis. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in to another installation of Reality
Rewind.
Yes, your host, and we love y'all so very much, and we will see you guys next week. Cheers.